Good morning from Petersburg. It's about 3:30 a.m. We are up early for an early start down to Wrangell. And we are just hoping it lights up a little bit more, trying to leave the dock at 4 o'clock this morning. Had a good time in Petersburg. We also did a lot of just chores. So we got the boat washed. We had fun catching a bunch of herring yesterday. The dog got washed. Lots of laundry got done. Provision shopping. We are ready to head out. Well, we are headed out. Got a little bit lighter this morning. And it's just about 4 a.m. right now. Leaving Petersburg. Rainy day. And all the markers, Wrangell Narrows. We're early enough to still see all the fishing boats at these docks. Wrangell Narrows, same time we are. That is a big load. Coming to Wrangell again, and we are in the Heritage Marina. That's where we were before too. Petroglyph Beach. Pretty cool walking around and finding the drawings and markings in the stones.
Watch out for traffic. It's Wrangell at 7 o'clock at night. Walking down Main Street. Okay, you get the idea. Good morning. We spent last night at Heritage Harbor Marina in Wrangell, Alaska. And we were here when the 8.8 earthquake hit Russia. So we had a couple tense hours of waiting for the warnings to eventually be canceled, which they were. You can imagine in all these small Alaska towns what would happen if a tsunami of 10-foot surge or something rolled through. The marinas, of course, devastated. Most of the towns are built right on the water. It would be a pretty difficult situation. So we're pretty thankful that the earthquake that hit didn't result in any collateral damage to the area around here, and hopefully it's minimized around the world. Good morning. We spent the day in Wrangell, and today we're headed through the Narrows on the other side of Wrangell. That's the east side of Wrangell, and we're gonna anchor at Coles Inlet, and then we have reservations at the Anan observatory for tomorrow. So it should be a fun trip. Bye, Wrangell.
Cruising by the east side of Wrangell Island, heading south. Over to the Anan Observatory. Woohoo! Oh, there's a baby.
Had a great day in Anna Bay and brought our dinghy to shore and anchored it out to make sure it stayed away from the rocks when the tide went out. And this is what happens when you misread the tide. Dope. Coming back from Anan Bay.
We had a great experience. Look at this weather, calm water, perfect day for doing this. We're at Fool's Inlet. Sun is setting.
Good morning. Today's run takes us from Fool's Inlet up near Wrangell down to Ketchikan. So we're definitely heading south. Ketchikan is likely going to be our last stop in Alaska before we cross over into Canada. Today's run will be about 8.5, 9 hours probably. So we got a full day ahead of us. Water looks pretty good. Hope it holds.
We're back in Ketchikan for our last night in Alaska. So we're going to be in a new marina called Thomas Basin, which is located pretty close to downtown. So that'll be fun. We just fueled up and we're headed to the marina now. Fun dock neighbors in Ketchikan. Thomas Basin from the 5th float, slip number 31. Looking back onto downtown Ketchikan. Brownish red building is the fish house where we had those fish tacos before. Restaurant. Coming back from dinner, looking at all those boats. Fish processing plant, boats anchored out, waiting to turn in the catch this morning. We're leaving Ketchikan this morning at 7:30 in the morning. Did our checks. We'll be crossing the Dixon entrance